Okay, so Bob and I have been involved in MERCI for the past 9 years. But going back a little bit to when we got married in 1984, we didn't know what to expect because we had a terrible marriage. We did not expect that at all. We didn't know how to be married. We argued incessantly about everything. That's for 15 years. And then we had a terrible accident, and God sort of got our attention. Our boat exploded on the Ohio River. It was the kind of accident that people do not survive. And all of a sudden, Bob and I, it was like God woke us up and said, you know, what are you guys doing?
We taught marriage classes for 10 years at churches that we were involved with. And we went to larger churches. And a point in time, we just really had a burden to get marriage ministry out of the church and into the community. We just felt like, you know, these smaller churches and everywhere you look, people were struggling in marriage, people were divorcing, and there just wasn't help. And we just felt led to get this MERCI started in the community outside of the church. And our whole vision at MERCI, our whole ministry is geared around God's design, God's plan for marriage. And we feel like we have had a lot of success with couples that come to us, and through the mentoring program, everything that we teach is saturated in the gospel. It's centered around the gospel. And when we get the vision that marriage was created by God for His purpose and for His glory, it becomes a whole lot easier to do it.
MERCI is an acronym for Marriage Education Resource Center of Indiana. What we want to do is give people resources. People are hungry to find ways to improve their marriage. And we have a variety of ways that people can learn to better their marriages. And we can relate to couples. We know, we've been there. We feel what they feel. And we joke with them and say, listen, you could tell us anything. There's no judgment here because we've done it all. And we did it all wrong. And now God has taught us a better way.
We want to see people leave with one thing, with something that they can take with them. And one of the benefits to this marriage ministry to us has been that we are so much closer.
We use a program called Prepare Enrich, and it's an assessment that couples would take individually, and then when they come to us, we have a report, and we know everything about this couple. And that could really make them feel very vulnerable, but we share with them everything about us too. You know, God healed our marriage in such an awesome and unbelievable way. We just want to do this to pay back. And we don't charge anything unless we're having a big dinner or some kind of a speaker here. But for the most part, we don't charge for our mentoring or any of our workshops or any of our Bible studies. We just want to give out to people what God gave to us. And that gives us great joy.